All right, 1970-71 we are in. We're bridging the gap. We just talked about hockey, both tops and OPG. Now we're talking about the basketball stuff. 1970-71 tops basketball, of which I own currently 54 of these tall drinks of water. Let's go to Beckett. Beckett says that there's 176 of these, but a set of 175. So $176 cards, average value of $19.39, $3,412 total value, $1,250 to $2,500 for sets of these. Let's read from Beckett OPG. The 1971 basketball card set of 175 color cards continued to the larger size, 2.5 by 4 and 11/16 format established the previous year. Cards were issued in 10-cent wax packs with 10 cards per pack and 24 packs per box. Cards numbered 106 to 115 contained the previous season's NBA first and second team All-Star selections. The first 6 cards in the set 1 through 6 feature the statistical league leaders from the previous season. The last 8 cards in the set, 168 through 175, summarize the results of the previous season's NBA championship playoff series won by the Knicks over the Lakers. The key rookie cards in this set are Pete Maravich, Calvin Murphy, and Pat Riley. There are 22 short printed cards in the first series, which are marked SP in the checklist below. Let's look at the big bangers, top 3, according to Beckett. I'm sure the values changed, but the standings probably have not after all this time. Pete Maravich, followed by Lou Alcindor, followed by Wilt Chamberlain are your top 3 cards here. Again, 2.5 by 4 and 11/16 for these 175 cards. Teams represented here. This is the NBA, folks. Atlanta Hawks, Baltimore Bullets, Boston Celtics, Buffalo Braves, Chicago Bulls, Cincinnati Royals, Cleveland Cavaliers, Detroit Pistons, Los Angeles Lakers, Milwaukee Bucks, New York Knicks, Philadelphia 76ers, Phoenix Suns, Portland Trailblazers, not Transblazers, San Diego Rockets, San Francisco Warriors, and the Seattle Supersonics. There is one error / variation. That's card 101, checklist 2. It says front says 1970-71 in black with black stars, whereas the variation B says front says 1970-71 in white with yellow stars. So some shenanigans there. 60 Hall of Famers, including your leader cards, including your all-star cards, including all sorts of cards. So there are a ton of them, as well as your championship series cards as well. Rookies, talked about Maravich. There's a total of 26 of them in there. Some names that are next tier down, I guess, would be people like Matt Guokas, Fred Carter, Don Chaney, JoJo White, Jerry Sloan. A lot of these folks coached in the NBA. Rod Thorne, I believe he was a commissioner at one point, and Clem Haskins. So lots of lower tiered famous people in that rookie card action. Let's see. Let's look at the inserts and related sets. There were posters involved. I'm not sure whether I have any of those, but we'll find out, won't we? Packaging, big old box there with Lou Alcindor on the front there, and no NBA recognition on the front of those jerseys. So lots of airbrushing going on those. Topps Pro Basketball, bubblegum 10 cents. Gum weight 0.18 ounces. Pro Basketball, bubblegum 10 cents. Giant action poster in every pack. Wax packs, horizontal versions. A couple basketball players in the corner there, and a poster depiction in the top right there. So a giant action poster in every pack. So there is your boxes. There's your packs. Horizontal packs, like we said, landscape, but yeah, whales tooths and sweaters and cameras, and I'm sure all sorts of free opportunities to clear out that wrapper drawer in your kitchen. Let's see. No trivia associated. The gallery, again, these are big ones. And I don't recollect seeing this otherwise, but these are big boys, perhaps the first of the tall boys that have horizontal action as well, as we see in the scoring leaders cards that lead off this set. So maybe that's a unique feature. First time I know we have 71 Topps puts out some baseball big boys that are horizontal, but these guys haven't seen them before. It doesn't mean they don't exist, but perhaps a first of its kind. The set itself isn't that attractive. There is some juxtaposition between the photos and the backgrounds. I think they did a much better job with the hockey. A lot of shadows here, it seems, at least on the first couple cards. Just the artwork just isn't there at this point, I don't think. So there is a combination of, a lot of shadows. If you look at Stu Lance's card from 44, card number 44, there's more shadow than there is him. So weird stuff going on there. But anyway, no apparent logos or team names or city names on the front. Sometimes the players have their jerseys backwards. Dick Cunningham's trying to let you know that he is in Milwaukee, but it simply says Uke, UKE on his jersey. Wilt Chamberlain would like to get this card, but it isn't his most appealing or attractive. Let's go down and find somebody to talk about here. Wow, look at old Erwin Mueller. He got on the wrong bus. Wally Jones, Bob Love. Let's talk about Bob Love. He's a forward in Chicago. So player posing usually with a basketball superimposed on the background with several borders. There's an inner ring. There's an outer border. There's a big basketball on the bottom that says Bob Love, forward, Chicago. Card 84. Bob Love, Chicago on the back. There are landscapes on the back. Height 6'8", weight 215, years pro 4. Born 12/8/42 in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Went to Southern University and his home is in Chicago, Illinois. Bob shows promise of becoming a fine cornerman. Drafted fourth by the Royals after winning little All-American honors, Bob spent a season in the Eastern League where he led the team with a 24 per game average in rebounding with an 18.5 mark. He won the Rookie of the Year award, went to Milwaukee in the expansion draft, and then was traded to the Bulls. So he's played 4 years, 2 in Cincinnati, 1 in Milwaukee/Chicago, and 1 in Chicago alone at this point. Copyright TCG, printed in USA. Also copyright 1968 NBPA, so National Basketball Players Association. Of course, these would say 1968 on them, even though they were not from that year. Bob's nickname is Butterbean. So Bob Love, number 84 with your Chicago Bulls. Dick Garrett looks like he was just brought in from parking cars. He's got white T-shirt and tan khakis on, and smile, cheese, next, please. Neil Walk wearing a T-shirt as well. So the photography here isn't that brilliant. Gary Greger can tell you that, but it is what it is. It's a capturing of a time, a moment in card history that I think is unique in its own way. And kind of what I like to tell people is you can learn from other people's mistakes too. And this is certainly a set that hopefully everybody learned from, not to repeat. So there's Pete Maravich, number 123 with your Atlanta Hawks, with his LSU stats printed on the back, including his freshman year, which did not count towards his NCAA record, I believe. So that's the 1970-71 Topps Basketball Basement Tapes, number 210.